Nicholas, some words stay with you for life. They don't fade, they don't soften. They sit in your chest and wait for the right moment to wake you up.
Those are usually the words that change your direction. The kind that don't make sense at first, but later feel like a compass.
Exactly. And today, I want to start with words that shocked me the first time I heard them. Words that went completely against what the world keeps repeating.
All right, I'm leaning in. Say it.
Never save money.
That hits hard already, because we've been trained our whole lives to hear the opposite.
Yes. Everyone says, save money, protect money, hide money for the future. But the man who said this to me, my grandfather, he smiled when I looked confused. And he said, don't just store money. Teach it how to grow.
That's a whole mindset shift right there.
And before we go any further, welcome to Wealth and Wisdom with Aria and Nicholas. Let's begin. Let me take you into his world. My grandfather grew up in a small village. There was a man everyone knew. Every single day, he sat under the same big tree, watching the road, watching the sky, talking about the future like it was guaranteed. He'd say things like, one day I'll open a shop. One day I'll buy cows. One day I'll be rich. But here's the truth. Those days never arrived. Not because opportunity was missing, but because action was. People laughed at him in the beginning. Later, they didn't laugh anymore. They just felt sorry. His wife carried the weight of the household. Cooking, cleaning, surviving. One evening, she gently said something powerful. Dreams are beautiful, but dreams alone can't feed us. That line matters, because dreaming feels productive, but without movement, it's just postponement dressed as hope.
That's such a lesson for young people today. Vision boards, affirmations, motivation videos, they're great. But if your feet aren't moving, your future isn't either. Dreams are the blueprint, not the building. What finally changed him wasn't advice. It wasn't criticism. It was pain. One night, his young grandson, barefoot, hungry, asked a simple question. Grandpa, do we have bread? The cupboard was empty. That moment cracked something open. Because when your struggle affects someone you love, excuses disappear. That night, he didn't sleep. And the next morning, he did what he had avoided his whole life. He went to work. Hard work. Hot sun. Long hours. Little pay. But here's the twist. Working alone didn't solve everything. Money came in and went right back out. Problems stayed. Life stayed heavy.
And that's such an important point. Hard work without strategy keeps you tired, not free. Hustle alone won't build abundance. You need direction. One day he heard someone say, if you save money, you'll be safe. That idea felt comforting. So he started saving coins in a glass jar. Every clink sounded like progress, like hope. He sacrificed, wore old shoes, ate less, postponed comfort. The jar filled. He felt proud, prepared, until reality stepped in. At the market, he learned something harsh. Prices had risen. All that sacrifice now bought less than expected. His saved money had quietly lost power. That's when he realized money that sits still shrinks in a moving world.
That lesson is huge today. Inflation, rising costs, changing economies. Money doesn't respect fear, it rewards movement. If your money isn't growing, it's slowly fading. Then came the turning point. He noticed his neighbors weren't stressed. They carried eggs, milk, simple products, simple systems, and a tiny idea sparked. What if we buy chickens? Not someday, not next year. Now, he used his savings, not to store life, but to create it. A few chickens became eggs. Eggs became income. Income became more chickens. He tracked everything, learned numbers, learned discipline, learned ownership. For the first time, his work was connected to his future.
That's the power of investing, even in small ways. You don't need a big start. You need a living start, something that can multiply. One day, holding an egg, he told his grandson, "This is stronger than saved cash. Money can disappear, but what you build can keep producing." That was his breakthrough. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't foolish. He was uneducated about growth. Once he learned, everything changed. His final lesson was simple and timeless. Don't just protect money. Put it to work.
And that's the message for you listening right now. Wealth isn't about how much you hide. It's about how wisely you plant. Even one seed can change generations.
So remember this as you step into your future. Never only save money. Learn it. Use it. Grow it. Your abundance begins the moment you decide to act.
And when you grow, don't forget to lift others with you. That's real wealth. Your journey is just beginning.